Hello everyone. This is John Crate. We are in Shadowrun Dragonfall. So we finished Shadowrun Returns. We're now going to jump into Dragonfall. Director's cut, even. See, the promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the flux state, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. Then let's do it. Now, I said last time we were going to be a shaman. That's what I wanted to do this time. An elf has the most potential for charisma. All elves have a +1 to charisma. Let's see. Who looks like a shaman? He kind of does. Not that... Nobody with, like, actual... Nobody with tech on them, though. Maybe? I think that's your shaman, though. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see, karma represents... Yeah, we know what karma does now. Okay. So let's go right down to charisma. So we've got 7 karma to spend. So let's get spirit summoning up. Oh, we get to pick up totem. Okay, we've got... What do we have? We have bear. Bear is powerful, gentle, wise, and a protector of all the natural order. The power of Bear heals all friends within 3 of the damage from the most recent attack. Cooldown 3. I mean, healing's good, but I'm gonna have a healing spell out, imagine. Cat. Ooh, I like cats. Cat is secretive, sly, and stealthy, and very hard to trap. Dodge +1 for 3 rounds to all allies in an area around the shaman when cast. I like that one. That's a good one. Let's see. Coyote is unpredictable, never changing. He's the trickster. Coyote grants all friends within a range of 3 with quickness +1. That's also interesting. I like the cat. I like cat better. Let's see. Eagle is proud and keen-sighted. He sees all. The power of Eagle boosts all friends within 3 with a +15 chance to hit. Lasts for 2 turns. That one's interesting. Maybe Eagle. See, Raccoon is cunning and curious with strategic mind and thief's insight. A move bonus of +2 squares for 2 rounds to all allies cast around him. Cooldown 1. They've all been cooldown 1 except for Bear. That one's cool too, but I'm still leaning towards Cat or Eagle. Creator Idol. Set all spirits breakaway chance to 0 within 3 tiles of yourself. No. It's got a cooldown 3, so I don't know how useful it'll be. Oh, I get it. Because okay, I see what's happening here. Okay. So, like, every turn, their breakaway chance gets higher and higher. I'm guessing is how this works. So that's actually... If that's how it works, then that's actually a little interesting. Dragon Slayer Idol. The power of the Dragon Slayer aids all friends within a range of 3 with damage reduction of 3. That's good. Let's see, Great Mother. The power of the Great Mother heals all friends within 3 tiles of their most recent wound. Okay, that's similar to Bear. Wild Huntsman. The Huntsman grants all friends within 3 tiles damage +4, but reduces accuracy by -10. No, I do not like that one. Okay, we're back to Bear. I think we're going with cat just because I do like cat. And then we should probably get spirit control. That leaves us 1. So I should probably go... I'll put it into ranged combat, just so I've got something. Choosing an etiquette does not cost... Because I have... Okay, so it looks like I can get one for every 2 charisma. So let's go Shadowrunner. Street. And... corporate or security? Security would probably let me get rid of some guards. This guy will also be called John Crate. John Crate comes in many forms. The Harvey of Manor Run. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, reliable crew. Things went south. You need to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past. Start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the flux state. A grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great Dragon Loftware only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your 3rd run with Monica and her team. In old Castle Holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, get out one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. One hour east of Berlin. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old Castle Holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day, watched her get her first data jack. Now she's your team leader, and a Dreck-hot Decker to boot. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes top to bottom. Trying to get home in time for Worm Talk, love? Diedrich, Shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Yeah, I'm a shaman too. Why would you bring 2 shaman on this trip? Maybe. How many times have I told you, you can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth? That trid trash will rot your brain. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light. A few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. Let's see. My experience is no such thing as a milk run. Words of wisdom from our new edition. I agree with John. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? She raises her arm and speaks into a wrist-mounted comlink. Darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, you ready? Are you in position? Comlink crackles, and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent. Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. Comlink goes dark, winks at you, she drops from. See, we're professionals. All right, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vaults. So we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Worm Talk is on tonight. I told you, it's educational. Get my stuff, huh? Grab a weapon. Well, I'm a rifleman. Got the rest of my kit. Force 1 Air Elemental Fetish. Haste 1. Basic med kit. Bumona Trauma Kit. Acid Bolt 1. And some Nuyen. Okay, so I've got a rifle, but I also have Acid Bolt. I have Haste. Okay. Summons a Force 1 Air Elemental. The fetish is consumed when used. Okay, so that's how they do that. Yeah, I'll enter the building. Give me a second here. Let's see if there's anything to grab. I doubt it. There's stuff over here. Nope, okay. Can't talk to anyone. Let's enter the manor then. Do I get karma for doing it? Get to the lower building and keep the team alive. Okay, now you're kind of asking a lot. Ooh, a dinosaur. A private museum. The owner of this estate must have money to burn. What's this? A variety of remarkably well-preserved Slavic artifacts. The vase in this case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scroll work of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You couldn't help but notice the glass encasing it looks awful flimsy. Maybe I'll come back for you later. Don't want to alert security. The complete skeleton of a theropod dinosaur. It appears to be genuine. The cask in this display case is decorated with an inlaid panel of ivory scrimshaw. We got trains coming through. So that one's locked. Wants me to go that way. So we're going to go this way, of course. What the hell? Okay, maybe that wasn't the right call. Yep. Acid Bolt. Acid Bolt. Dietrich. He has a throwing knife. Miss. Okay, well now I'm seen anyway, so. Terminal. Okay, Glory. Okay, well, we don't have decking, so I guess we're moving away. Get up there, Dietrich. Oh, shit. Ooh, they got a big boy. There you go. Nah. Okay, Glory needs to get closer. So she can use her razor claws, or whatever the hell. Throwing knife. Let's go. Shoot him. Get close. Yeah, I guess throw your knife. Ooh, got her. Hey. Gotcha. So can any of these guys deck? I mean, she can. Whatever her name was. Hey, Monica, think you can crack this? Step aside. Oh, and John, I gotta ask, is the display on your TRID flashing 12 o'clock back at home? She doesn't even bother jacking into the terminal, and her cyberdeck remains slung over her shoulder. Fingers flicker over the terminal's virtual keyboard, and a moment later, a happy chime chirps out on the security node speakers. Bingo, doors open, let's go. So that door is what opened up. So let's, of course, we gotta check up here. There was security before. Oh, enemy's turn. Okay, so there are a few people here. Ah! Gotcha. We gotta move up. Glory. Move up, Glory. You move up too, Dietrich. Jeez. Oh, you got a mage here too. Bam. Nice. Get those claws going. Okay, Dietrich. You don't really have much of a chance to hit anybody. You somehow have a 50% chance to hit him, so... Oh, shit! Okay, because he moved right out into the open. Not great. Oh, Okay, we're taking a little bit of damage. I guess we still gotta go knife. Didn't do much. Not good. Not good. Okay, so I don't think this doesn't have a very good chance of hitting anybody, is unfortunately. Get some more cover, and then I guess stop it. Okay, we'll do that first of all. There, that should help a little bit. There we go. Big guy's down. Summon spirit. Apocalypse. Nice. Go after this guy. Ugh. Jeez. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's the elevator. Let's open this door then. She's the Decker. Okay, so she has erosion, medic, suppression, and blaster level 2. Okay. See what kind of a decker she is. Bam. 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 Take it down. Okay, let's go to the data store. Paid it. Antiquities delivery schedule. Awesome. Little extra work there. Well, now that we've gone through security, let's go break this thing open. Taking it now would be a bad idea. Okay, fine. Fine. Yes, I need a drink too. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Really. Mannequin leads the rest of the team downward, into the basement of the Harfeld Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Oh, hi, Bob. Let's see. That's a big freaking vault, Liebchen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. One second. Hi, kitty. How you doing? Little Bob. Little Bob. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the basic plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on the comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes her stare intently on the vault door. Gloria looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the flux state. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger, love. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Let's see. Iger's right, Monica. We should have a second command, just in case. Stares at you for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, John Crate is in charge. There's a pause, then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink. John Crate, did I hear that you right? You're putting the rookie in command? I'm no rookie, Iger, and you know it. You heard what I said, Iger. This is ridiculous. I know that this is a joke to you, Monica, but I'm telling you. Iger. Decision's made. You have the answer. Acknowledged. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible. The legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. Let's see. It's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Okay. Ooh. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently, and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face, and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Gloria leaps toward Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen Decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. We should probably pull the cyberjack. While Gloria holds Monica's head steady, you snatch the cord that connects Monica's data jack to her cyberdeck. Without a moment's hesitation, you give a solid yank, and the cord comes free. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from the data jack to the ceiling. The commingled sense of charred meat and ozone filled the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles of her jaw tensing and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. She does not look very good. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural note sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shapes she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Fewer Schwingy. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fixed on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on a recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. Oh, good. This can't be happening. We've got hostiles. This clearly isn't a data vault. We need to get out of here fast. Well, there's no way to go back, so we have to go through, apparently. Bam! Dietrich is not going to have any cover here, unless we move him up, and you have nothing left. He needs to heal himself. Oh, it doesn't count. Oh, come on now. Not enough AP. What is going on? Oh yeah, that's right. He can't do that. Terminal active. Okay, we can summon a spirit over there. Let's see. The terminal knows my name. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? Monica's trying to tell me something about this terminal. It must be important. Well, any ideas? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. I don't know yet. Watch my back while I figure this out. See, a problem has been detected with the core component of MCPOS. Restore to factory settings. Restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Yes. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. This is going to take a while. Okay, so that's what she was saying. Factory reset, perhaps. You glance down at a second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you stumble upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The door is currently being rebooted by the system's restore process are flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast's old servants' entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks into your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Monica's down, Iger. The vault was a setup. What? I'm sorry, Iger. We couldn't save her. Now we have to get out of here. Look for an old servant's entrance to the west of the main grounds. We'll rendezvous with you there. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, John? Great. Let's see. Monica found a way to open the doors, but it's going to take some time. Of course she did. Let's see. Thanks to her, we might get out of here alive. Now let's find some cover and wait for the door locks to disarm. Thank you, Liebchen. Okay, so this is most likely the door. So let's get moving towards that side. Plus we can summon the spirit. Survive for 9 turns. Okay, well I'm not seeing anything else to like click on or target, so. Oh no. Dietrich. Dietrich, you asshole, get back here. We'll summon a spirit if and when we have to. Well, that certainly sounded like something he was here. Move here. Can I use the cat? Yes, it'll hit everybody too. Glory, take cover. Looks like this will hit everybody. Or no. Okay, it only worked on him, I think. Dang it. Okay. There. Dietrich, you are going to have to just play it cool right now and throw. Nice shot. Okay, I didn't want him to move and attack. At least he still got cover. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's not ideal. Yeah, that is not ideal. How do we want to handle this? Get behind some cover, please. Like here? At least so you're down. Got to do something about that grenadier. Oh, come on. Oh dear. The figure looping toward you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. Alright, friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking. Steal a vase or two from the museum, no harm. Maybe I let you scamper away into the night. But it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upwards. An impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, John. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. Thanks. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. Who are you? Can we talk about this? No! Orc's gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor, spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. What? Oh, a drone came through it. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good call. No line of sight to anyone, so I think we've got to just... I think we've got to end the turn there. So I'm thinking I don't want him close to me. Maybe summon the spirit once I get a chance. So let's back up a little, and then I still can't heal. So let's really back up a little. He's running. Oof. Not good. Not good at all. There we go. And I still can't heal. That's great. Can do this, though. Summon the spirit. What kind of spirit? It's a wind dancer. The escape route is clear. Oof. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's get out of here. Please run. Dietrich! At least he's got damage. Miss. Yeah, you target that thing. A security guard, huh? Just go. Just fucking go, please. Glory, you're wounded. Get the hell out of here. If it escapes, it's fine. There. He's got damage reduction on. Good, that thing is keeping it busy. Get out of here. Oh, right in the back. Jesus, they just keep coming. They can't hit it. Yeah, Dietrich, please get out of there. Iger rises from the corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. Let's see. Monica didn't make it. We barely got out ourselves. Yes, John, I have eyes. I can see that. We can talk about this later. For now, we've got to get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Pile in, people, and John, when we get back to the cruise bazaar, we're gonna have a little talk. What? What did I do? Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people, and, until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood locals call the Cruise Bazaar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Cruise Bazaar is quiet. No one is in the talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle, climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system. A well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage to the cruise bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side. Well, let's get inside, they say. Can happen fast enough, love. The sooner we get in, the sooner I can get drunk. Climb up, then. Here we are. Step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Paul Amsel. Something bad has happened, isn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off the steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord. Part dealmaker, part information broker. One of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The face grims. The grim faces, the hard stares. Iger's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something in the... Let's see. Something in the vault security system got her while she was jacked in. It was over in an instant. I've seen Monica hit black ice before. This was something worse. Let's see. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. Let it happen? She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are good indicators of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those? No, if you had, my friend wouldn't be liked. I don't understand her problem here. Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security. John included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. I'm going to kill you one day. Iger turns to face Diedrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Diedrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated this job like it was a game. Do that long enough, you're going to get burned. So blame her, then. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Enough. Her pushes head heedless at the interruption. Her eyes remain measured, but there's fire in her. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this won't... You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your fault. That is enough. Iger, you and John can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume we're all still in danger. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. Let's see. The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. In time, there was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. The sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I'll see what I can find out. Do you know anything else during this run that might be of value? Monica lived long enough to say a name. Feuerschwing. Feuerschwing. Schwinge. I'm not sure how to say it. Feuerschwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The Firewing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back unpleasant memories. The Firewing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but the Germans of my generation, the name Feuerschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was an experiment. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down into the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. This event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you've made it out to be, I'm surprised I've never heard of it. Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic, Iger. Not just on a national scale, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of a global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of the Firewing is a bit of historical trivia, nothing more. All right, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Any ideas as to why? No. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. The Firewing has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? That's all we've got. That's not much. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Let's see. Whoever sent us knew what we were walking into. We were set up. That's obvious, but why? I warned her. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me it would be a cakewalk. You didn't bring it to her? No, she set up the whole thing herself. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux state. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. Sounds like Green Winters is our best lead, then. Yes, most definitely. It's clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information on Green Winters, and we need it fast. There is a man here in the Cruise Bazaar, a Turk named named Atlug. I am not good with these foreign words. I'm sorry. I am a middle-aged white guy from the Midwest. I am not going to be able to do this. I need another drink. And I need to blow my nose. Let me mute. Okay. What is going on here? Why can I not... I can't see the screen. One second. Something wrong. Let me bring up the task manager. I can't see the game. Like, the window comes up, but I'm not getting the game. It's telling me it's not responding. Okay, I think we're going to have to call it there, and I'm going to have to see if I can't figure this out later. So we'll probably have to do this conversation again at some point. But for now, we're going to have to call it good. So hopefully we'll try this again soon. So next time on Shadowrun Dragonfall, we'll try to look for this Green Winters. So, as usual, this is John Crate signing out.